Motivation is not a personality trait. It's a chemical event. It shows up when it wants to, and it leaves the same way. You already know this. You've felt it. That window where everything feels possible, followed by the morning where none of it does. You've watched the videos, saved the quotes, told yourself Monday would be different. Monday came. Nothing changed. And somewhere in that pattern, you started building a quiet belief about yourself, that you're someone who starts things and doesn't finish them, that you know what to do and still don't do it. Here's what nobody told you. That belief isn't true. It's just unproven, because you were never lazy. You were waiting for a feeling to do a job that only action was ever built to do. Motivation was never going to save you. Discipline was never going to feel like something. It was going to look like something small, repeated, unimpressive from the outside. That's what this video is. Not another push to feel motivated. A different mechanism entirely. One that works whether you feel like it or not. Because that's the only kind that ever has. You watch the video. You feel something move in your chest. Some flicker of this time will be different. That flicker feels like progress. It isn't. It's a hit. A cheap one. Your brain checks a box marked self-improvement and closes the tab, and nothing outside your skull has changed at all. Then the feeling fades. It always fades, and you're left holding whatever was underneath it. You told yourself Monday. You've told yourself. Monday before. Monday comes. The alarm goes off. And something in you, quiet, patient, already certain, says, not today either. You know that voice. You've heard it 100 times. Here's what it costs you. Not the missed workout. Not the unsent message. Not the one skipped rep of whatever you swore you'd finally start. It costs you evidence. Every broken promise to yourself becomes a data point. And the data points add up to a verdict. I'm someone who doesn't follow through. That verdict doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive loud. It just sits underneath everything. Every time you hesitate before trying something new, every time you assume you'll quit before you've started, you stop trusting yourself. Quietly, completely. And here's the part almost nobody says out loud. None of this is happening because life is hard right now. Life is easier than it's ever been. Nothing forces your hand. Nothing requires the discipline your grandfather had no choice but to build. So the weakness doesn't get tested. It just accumulates. Silently. Year after year. You were never lazy. You were never broken. You were waiting on a feeling to do a job it was never built for. And every day you waited, the gap between who you are and who you meant to be got a little wider. That gap has a name. You already know what it is. Now here's how you actually build it. For pieces. Nothing complicated. Complicated is where discipline goes to die. First, the non-negotiable one. Pick a single action. Small enough that skipping it would be embarrassing. 10 push-ups. 1 page. 5 minutes of silence before your phone touches your hand. Doesn't matter how small. Matters that it happens every day at the same point, regardless of mood. This isn't the goal. This is the floor beneath the goal. Second, the 2-minute entry rule. You don't commit to the workout. You commit to putting on the shoes. You don't commit to the chapter. You commit to opening the book. Resistance lives at the threshold, not in the middle of the task. Beat the threshold, and momentum does the rest of the work for you. Third, the evidence log. 1 line every night. What you did, not what you felt. What you did. This isn't a journal for your feelings. It's a courtroom exhibit, proof, stacking up week after week, that the old verdict was wrong. When the voice comes back, you don't follow through. You won't argue with it. You'll show it the list. Fourth, friction removal. Stop relying on willpower to beat a phone that was engineered by people smarter than you. You will lose that fight most nights. Everyone does. So redesign the room instead. Phone charges outside the bedroom. Shoes by the door, laced, visible. Make the disciplined path the path of least resistance, and the weak path the one that takes effort to reach. That's the system. For moving parts. None of them impressive on their own. But impressive was never the point. Impressive is what motivation chases, right before it disappears again. This isn't built to impress anyone. It's built to work on the mornings when nothing in you wants it to. Do it small. Do it daily. Do it unseen. That's where it actually gets built. That's where it actually gets built. Nobody claps for the version of you that shows up on the boring Tuesday. No one sees the rep done at 6 a.m. in an empty room. No one reads the one line in your log that says did it anyway. That's not a flaw in the system. That's the whole system. Because legacy was never built in the loud moments. It was never built on the days you felt unstoppable, when discipline was easy and everyone was watching. It was built in the years nobody was filming, the reps with no audience. The choice made the same way, alone, for the 1000th time, with nothing but a private list of proof to show for it. That's what separates the men who become something from the men who talk about becoming something. Not talent, not motivation, not a better morning. Repetition, in the dark, with no one there to witness it. Until one day the evidence is undeniable, even to you. So here's the only assignment that matters. Pick the one non-negotiable thing, not 5 things. 1. Start it tomorrow morning, whether you feel like it or not. You won't, most days, and that was never the requirement. Tell no one you're doing it. Let the results speak. Months from now, when the man standing there is simply, quietly, undeniably different, and no one can ask him when the change happened, because it never happened on a single day. It happened on all of them. That's the whole game, not motivation. Proof.